seriously, and save money.
I mean, in these days, you know, that going to medical school is not cheap. Especially everything is dineros. Business. You know, obviously they can do, sometimes you know, they don't realize that they don't need a bachelor's degree in order to go to medical school. Even if they don't have a bachelor's degree in a specific science field, but they have completed a community college.
Really?
You're off. The only thing that they need to do is to take
One of the
Yeah. Wow.
but I mean, they can save a year and a half to college.
And study. Yeah, you study the MCAT.
And we're not that square like other universities that they are asking for a, I don't know, 550 MCAT score or something.
Right.
I think we're in the middle, we're 500, from 485 to 500 average.
It actually be
The GPA, the minimum will be at 2.0. But we're not that square like other people.
Do you have numbers for how many students end up getting placed in?
There's a we pick around 12 to 1,300 applications every year, but we only have capacity for 300 students. And we divide them in two entering classes, spring and fall. The spring class normally starts in January. The fall class normally starts in the last week of July. Great. Alright, so what is the website?
I just sent you an email.
To my email?
Yeah, I sent you an email too if you want to put it on Facebook.
But which email?
The one you sent me the parking pass.
Oh yeah, I can't get in because I'm logged in there.
Tony Barrera?
That's
Yeah.
okay.
You can use mine.
Because we could just do the, because it's going to record it and I could just upload the link later, right? Okay, yeah, that's fine. Alright, let's get everyone situated. Hey, you guys start eating now. Oh yeah, we should be fine.
So where's the camera? Right here?
Yeah,
That's the camera. And
there's different kinds. There's
let me know when you
peanut
want to start.
turkey and fancy turkey.
do you want me to just start playing the video first? Or do you
Yeah,
want, or you
that
want
will,
to talk
that will
first?
be for it, but let me make an introduction.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's gonna be later.
You want to grab a bite to eat first then?
Yeah, you should do it.
I think we're ready.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming. My name is Jose Partida. I'm a student advisor and representative from my alma mater, Universidad Autonoma de Guadalajara School of Medicine. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Ms. Saavedra, for allowing me to make this presentation, and thank you all of you for having the time and obviously to being here. Well, I'm here just to let you know that we have a medical school program available, that we have 3 advantages that nowhere else you'll find. Our doctors become bilingual doctors in Spanish, they become bicultural doctors, and the best part, in Mexico, the clinical approach starts in their early first semester. So those 3 things in combination help our doctors in order to become more competitive whenever they are applying for a residency match. So basically, we currently have 92% placement. And well, our doctors become, besides bilingual and bicultural, the hands-on experience is priceless because in Mexico starts since the very first semester. So we're going to start with a little video that our marketing department prepared for you. And after the video, I have a few slides that I would like to share with you guys, all right? So let's start with the video. Thank you.
Reina siempre en nosotros, compañeros, la luz del Espíritu Inmortal. May the light of our immortal spirit within us always reign. Now, the first time I heard those words was at orientation, and I couldn't fully understand their meaning, but but they became part of all my years at the UAG. The first day, I remember, there was so much activity on the main campus, preparing us for the upcoming semesters, registration, financial aid, speeches, meeting professors, staff, getting class assignments, more speeches, clinic assignments, and best of all, meeting classmates that would become lifelong friends. Mexico conjured thoughts of third world difficulties. Yeah, well, was I ever wrong? Walmart, Sam's, Costco, and outstanding malls are there for discovery. Not only can I find all the well-known junk food places, but after a while, you start discovering the authentic Mexican food. Wow, an endless array of selections. My first place was super close to the basic science campus. Was home for the first 2 years, learning the basics of medicine. You know, anatomy, histology, medical ethics, cultural diversity, pathology, surgical techniques and scrubbing, and more, so much more. Clinical skills in medical emergencies were outstanding, while at the same time, we developed our clinical skills in the program of medicine in the community. It was amazing how we were able to interact with patients from the first semester, even doing house calls and delivering babies. Though I was sleep deprived, I now realize how much I learned about medicine those 2 first years, not to mention how much my Spanish improved. Good thing, the first 2 years, all textbooks and exams were in English because my Spanish was, learned at a gradual pace. Now, I can't imagine not being bilingual. It will be so much easier when I see Spanish-speaking patients instead of waiting for an interpreter. I smile as I remember the core disciplines in my 3rd year. It's a great advantage that as part of the clinical campus, the UAG has hospitals and community clinics. We didn't have to worry about where we were going to do our 3rd and 4th years. Being bilingual provided choices, both in Mexico and abroad. Starting in our 3rd year, we have the freedom to choose where to do our clinical studies, from hospitals in Guadalajara and more than 100 affiliated hospitals in Mexico to hospitals and healthcare systems in many states, including Maryland, Arizona, and New York. We're presented with extraordinary experiences and thought-provoking challenges. For instance, the Hospital Civil, with over 1,500 beds, is an amazing place for rotations and innumerable clinical opportunities. I remember we were able to follow patients from the very day of their admission, on through their treatment, and until they were released. It's a good feeling when you know you've participated in someone's healing. Clinical rotations allowed me to think more seriously about what would be my specialty in medicine, not to mention that the electives I did in the U.S. allowed me to learn the American medical system and meet residency directors. Our professors are all MDs and absolutely enjoy teaching. We had many visiting professors. Some were UAG graduates, and other professors came from the U.S. and Europe. As students, we also had the privilege of participating in conferences, symposia, and seminars that were put on by the UAG. Nights of studying hard paid off when I passed my USEMLE Step 1 and became eligible for 4th-year rotations in Mexico, the U.S., and other countries. Studying becomes even harder when what you want to do is to explore this beautiful city of Guadalajara with its historical buildings, unique museums, and beautiful tree-lined avenues. Not to mention the Mercado de San Juan and all the other places we were able to visit on long weekends. Being away from your own country can be difficult, but it also allows us to enjoy trips to areas most tourists have never seen. During my time at the UAG, not only did I learn medicine, but learn a new language and participate in a great culture too. I learned that there's much more to being a doctor. There are things you can't learn in a book or from a professor, but only from a patient starting from day one, like a child's smile of gratitude. Yeah, I made the right decision to study medicine at the UAG. And now, here it is, graduation. All those years of hard work have reached their culmination. Family, spouses, friends, they're all here, celebrating an ongoing education. I'm now a member of the 72,000 plus UAG medical graduates. It's true. Once a doctor, always a doctor. So yes, the UAG hymn is right. May the light of our immortal spirit within us always reign.
All right. Well, this was just a little visual, introduction. We're humans, so basically we're like more. You're millennials, so basically that's obvious that you guys are more focused on the digital part, though. But it's important for you to know and realize that Guadalajara is a whole educational system, a whole culture. Actually, Guadalajara is considered the second largest city of Mexico. So, big cities attract big problems too, though. But I mean, it's a very safe environment. Guadalajara is a private university. We have our own, all the campuses that we own are gated. We have our own police, so it's a very safe environment for the students. And well, everything depends obviously where you go, and specifically in the area where the schools are located, it's a very safe area. Okay, so be assured about that. The first concern of our deans, professors, is obviously the security for students. All right. And well, I have a few slides that I would like to show you. It's regarding the admissions requirements. And at the end, we're gonna have a little Q&A time that you can direct all your questions and concerns if you want, okay? So if you can please put the presentation and give it forward to the first, to the next slide, please. So well, as I was mentioning to you, there's a lot of reasons to join UAG, not only because it's just the language terminology part, plus obviously the price, or not to mention that this medical school program is more economical than any other U.S. medical program in the States. In Mexico, the clinical approach starts in the early first semester. That could be very convenient for some of you. We implemented a program that we call Program Medicine in the Community. Through this program, we provide medical help and treatment to rural and underserved areas. So our students have that privilege to have that hands-on since their very first semester. That's going to be very valuable whenever you apply for a residency, believe me, in a U.S. medical clinic or even in a hospital. All right. So we're going to talk. Can you pass go back? Yeah. As I was mentioning, Guadalajara is the western central part capital of Mexico. It's near Puerto Vallarta. All the West Coast is a beautiful place to go. So I'm going to talk about that later when you guys are interested in going in the summer for the medical Spanish terminology courses. So are there hot spots that you can also enjoy and enhance your cultural experiences? But well, right now I just wanted to show you just a few slides to let you know that Guadalajara is also very well known as being the Silicon Valley of Mexico. Big enterprises like IBM and all those techies like yourself, they go there, they build their stuff there, and then ironically we have to come back to buy them here and take them back to Mexico. But well, that's what bureaucracy and democracy means in these days. But yeah, it is true. Guadalajara is very well known not only for being one of the most appealing cities in Mexico, being the cradle of the Mexican tradition, all the mariachi, all the folkloric dance, all the tequila, but not only the drink, the infamous drink. We're talking about the place. Tequila is a place, beautiful, beautiful place in Jalisco, Mexico, that I'm proud to be part of it. Well, if you can continue with the next slide, appreciate it. And there's a few, you can leave it there, yeah? There's a few slides. If you go back, probably just to show you one more. And, okay. One more, please. You're going back, right? No, yeah. Go forward, I'm sorry. Oh. I'm sorry. Yeah. One more. Just leave it there. Okay. Well, there's probably you guys have heard about UNESCO, the heritage site. Yeah. Well, all downtown in Guadalajara is considered a UNESCO heritage site. Why? Because obviously, if you can push forward a little bit. well, that was supposed to be a slides from the downtown area. That is really, really nice though. But I mean, I will send it to you, don't worry. But all downtown area, it's a wonderful place to visit. It has a lot of museums, theaters, and a lot of things that you can also, enjoy to enhance your cultural aspects of Mexico. And well, downtown area, Guadalajara, the whole downtown is considered one of the heritage sites of Mexico, from UNESCO, of course. And I'm gonna start talking about the medical degree. We're really proud to announce that our main curriculum changed from a 5-year curriculum to a 4-year curriculum. What means this to you guys is that you're gonna be able to complete your medical school program degree in 4 years, like any other U.S. medical program. That's what we call it, the parallel path. We're approved in all 50 states. We're approved for financial aid and all. And thank you so much, appreciate it though. But most important, this gives you the perspective and gives you the idea that how is this medical school program divided. Like any other U.S. medical program, the first 2 years of basic sciences, all the grammar, examination, textbooks, classes are taught in English. So please don't be afraid about that language barrier. In reality, you don't need Spanish in order to go to this medical school program because it's a bilingual curriculum, okay? And also, the only part that is in Spanish, and we strongly recommend to learn some medical Spanish terminology courses, is the clinical part. In Mexico, as I was mentioning to you, we implemented a program that we call Program Medicine in the Community. Through this medical program and the medical Spanish terminology courses plus the PMC, Program Medicine in the Community, the students have that privilege to have that hands-on since the very first semester. As you know, all medical school programs in the US, they don't give you any access to clinical part until the 3rd year. When you start your core rotations and selective rotations, 3rd and 4th year rotations. In Mexico, through this PMC program, the students have that privilege to have that hands-on. So basically, after graduation, you will have, obviously, you will become bilingual, you become bicultural, and most important, you will become hands-on experience. The experience of experience, that's how we call it. All right? And again, 3rd and 4th year rotations can be done in the US or in Mexico, or dual combinations of rotations. Even Puerto Rico is included though. So you don't have to stay the whole 4 years, obviously, in Mexico, but you will have to go back in order to take your final examinations, 3rd and 4th year rotations. You will continue being our student until you complete and obtain your medical surgeon diploma. But 3rd and 4th year rotations, you have the option to complete them in Mexico, obviously it will be in Spanish, in the US, and English, or in Puerto Rico, that is also in Spanish though. But I mean, or you can do a combination of rotation depending on your budget, depending on where you want to go. You know, some students find it very convenient to complete at least 1 year of clinical rotations in the States. Why? Because they have those connections, they create those connections with other hospitals in order to, obtain a good residency in the future. That could be very convenient too. Okay. And well, as I was mentioning to you guys, we have the PMC, the Program Medicine in the Community. That's how our students have that experience, that clinical approach since the early 1st semester. There are some slides of students doing some clinical rotations. The PMC has more than 40 structured activities, and we're really proud about this program of medicine in the community because it was created since the creation of our university in 1935, more than 82 years ago. So basically, this program of medicine is how the university gives something back to the communities. Call it like a volunteer work or missionary work if you want, but that's the way the university gives something back to the communities through obviously their students, through their installations, services, community service, rural areas, and that will be very, very productive for you, and especially will give you that experience that is needed everywhere in the hospitals and clinics in the States. So as I was talking about, in reality, you don't need Spanish in order to go to this medical school program. Why? Because It's a bilingual curriculum. First 2 years of basic sciences, again, all the grammar, examination, textbook classes are taught in English. The other 2 years, clinical rotations, will be in Spanish. If you do it in Mexico or in the US, it will be obviously in English. There are some activities doing also through the PMC. They have more than 40 structured activities. Sometimes, you know, unfortunately, some disasters happen in the world. You know, I don't know, like earthquake, like the big earthquake in 1985 in Mexico City, or I don't know, like the big floodings in the area from in the cities of Colima that was very aggravated. So we always organize like emergency brigades. Hopefully you don't have to experience nothing like that. But if the time comes, I mean, you will be prepared, because we always try to set up, you know, help emergency brigades, vaccination brigades. Also we have a chapter, AMSA chapter, American Medical Student Association chapter, that students are very involved, and they always participate helping important organizations like children with cancer, for example, or in the geriatric part with, you know, the old people. So they're always involved. They have won several awards, but remember that medicine goes beyond just medical terminology and awarding. You know, it's about helping people, about saving lives. And through this program that we're really proud about, our students have that experience since the early first semester. Actually, we have had students in their 3rd and 4th year rotations that they have already delivered more than 20 babies. You know, what's medicine about?
Experience.
Experience. There we go. And well, these are the basic admissions requirements that I wanted to show you. I know that you guys are here in a community college, very nice, respectful community college that is accredited everywhere. So in reality, even if you don't graduate from a bachelor's in a specific science field, for example, you're a techie, you can even take that under consideration, you know, because sometimes, you know, students always ask me, well, I don't have the science background, you know, I don't come from a chemistry background or a biology background. I mean, in reality, you don't need that, but you need to complete at least the basic sciences that are listed here and that are listed there. You need at least 1 year of each of those. That will be biology, 1 year bio, 1 year of general chemistry, 1 year of organic chemistry, 1 year of physics, 1 year of English, mathematics, and you need to take the MCATs. Okay? If you don't know what the MCAT is, it's the Medical College Admissions Test. So with these requirements, you could say probably year and a half of college though. But it's always highly recommendable to complete a bachelor's. Why? Because at the end, you know, who knows what's gonna happen. In case that you decide, you know what, I throw the towel, I don't want to know anything about medicine, at least you have your bachelor that backs you up, you know. But if you decided that you want to go all the way, and you know what, I want to become a doctor, there's other shortcuts that you can take. In reality, you just need to complete those 90 semester credit hours and take the MCATs in order to become eligible. Yes, sir.
Yeah, well, so let's say I'm almost done with my requirements. I just need the OChem and physics.
Okay.
So let's say if I apply next year once I'm done with those requirements, then you start right away the next fall or into fall. Let's say like I finish 2018, I finish OChem and physics. That's my junior year, and I apply the same year.
Okay.
Then am I gonna start in 2019 or 2020? Because like in the other states, you have one gap year.
Yeah. I mean, I think that you could become eligible for the 19, and specifically in January of 2019. So that could be very convenient for you, though. But you know what? If you provide me with your email address, let me assign you to a student advisor that's going to help you with the admissions, procedures, and to give you a little breakdown of what you need in order to let you know specifically what you need in order to become eligible. But yeah, absolutely, that's what we are here for, to help you and give you another open door for your future medical education. Yeah, but I believe so that you could become eligible, but you have to take under consideration that you need to take the MCATs. Okay?
Yeah, but the only thing I won't be covering if I do like this will be maybe biochem or part of biochem.
Okay.
And that's not really, I'm because they don't really have a biochem, so.
No, you don't need it though. But it's highly recommended.
Yeah, no, that was just an option. Just like,
Yeah, absolutely. As long as you complete this and take the MCATs, and actually, if you're gonna, you need to take the MCATs, so I strongly recommend you to take at least 1 year of psychology too.
yeah.
Psychology and some social sciences though, but I mean, specifically psychology. They changed the MCAT this year, last year, I'm sorry. So basically, I strongly recommend you take those, but will be part of the 90 credits. You don't have to take more than 90 credits though. But yeah, give me your email at the end, all right? And let me show you the last slide. Oh, this is the ICB campus, where the first 2 years of basic science are taught. But well, I mean, you can check every single video and all the information is, most of it is in our website though. But I mean, again, if you're interested, please give me the opportunity to provide you with the general information. Give me your email addresses and a phone number if it's possible, and I will make sure that you receive all the information that is needed. So far, and I wanted to let you know regarding the medical Spanish terminology courses. These courses are directed for everybody who is in some way related with the health professions, not only for pre-meds, also PTs, PAs, nurses, whoever is involved in this medical profession could take advantage of this. And I don't know if this, are you gonna put the camera or just?
The camera's on.
Well, anyway, this medical Spanish terminology course is a great excuse to go to Mexico during the summer. It's a great excuse to go there for 4 weeks. During those 4 weeks, you stay hosted by a host family assigned by the university. Your meals are included, your staying is included, and the program is included. Everything together for only $1,700. If you don't need room and board, that will be $400 less. But you will have to pay for your own room and board in a hotel or I don't know. But I mean, if you come together with a group of 3 or 4, we can give you a special rate, like a group rate. Also, we can take that under consideration. We can take under consideration doing like a articulation agreement. Marley, we can do that for the students. And well, but let us know how can we help you. These courses in the summer, they start in the middle of June to the middle of July, and the other one is from the middle of July to the middle of August though. Again, they're affordable, $1,700 for the whole month. So if you take under consideration there is room and board and your meals included, it's more economical than even the cheapest hotel you can find. But I mean, the most important part that you will obtain the knowledge, you will become, well, it's not bilingual in 4 weeks, but you will become very fluent, you will know what it's about, because remember, medicine goes beyond just medical terminology. It's not only just about repeating after me in a classroom. It's about understanding your patient's needs, understanding the surroundings, and put yourself into your patient's boots, that we say. But take this under consideration, even though you don't need to speak Spanish, this could be very convenient for your future endeavors, all right? Thank you so much. Any questions?
Yeah, I actually got a rush to class, but I have a few questions.
Absolutely.
So, you said about tuition would be cheaper, right?
Tuition is $11,250 per year.
Alright, so that's cheaper.
So that equals times 8 equals $90,000 for your whole career.
And like from our experience, because I come from Italy, when you graduate in Italy, except you're not hired by United States company, like let's say like hospital here, you're not able to work here. Would it be the same thing? Like if I graduate from Mexico, from the university, then will I be able to open my own practice in the United States? Or my degree will be eligible to open up my own practice in the United States?
You will be eligible to do whatever you want, buddy.
All
We are approved and recognized in all 50 states. Be assured about that. First of all, you can complete your rotation. Second of all, you can complete your residency. We currently have 92% placement in residency match. We're approved in all 50 states. And third of all, you can obtain your licensure anywhere you decide to go.
So then you
In
can,
the US.
you can still work in the United States.
In the US.
There's a high rate of being hired in the United States.
Well, you have to apply for.
Definitely, but
Yeah, but I mean, we are recognized and approved in all 50
Alright,
states.
great. Yeah, I guess that was my question.
All right.
That's it.
Please don't forget to give me your
Yeah, I
name,
wrote
email
everything right
address.
here.
All right.
Sorry, I have to rush to class. It was
Are
nice
you
to meet
leaving,
you.
my friend?
Have to have class.
Okay, I will send you all the
Yeah.
information to the email, but of course, Ms. Avera has my general information. Did I give you one of these already? Take this with you.
Thanks.
This also, a small token of our appreciation. And yeah, whatever we can help you with, we'll do so.
I guess you're leaving after.
Mirko,
Yeah.
Faruja,
Because I finished class at 2:30, but I think it's too late.
Are you gonna be around and doing the table?
I'm gonna be downstairs for a little while, until 2, I believe.
Yeah, I finished a little bit later. I finished.
Yeah, but I mean, but yeah, I mean, let me give you my email, just in case you need it.
Yes, thanks.
Feel free to shoot me an email.
Yeah, sorry, I have to leave. But
No problem, man. I appreciate
keep
your
the grades
time.
up.
Yeah. And my extension is 329, all right? So feel free to shoot me an email if you need anything.
All right, great. Thanks for nice to meet you.
Take care.
Thank you.
All right.
I don't know if I can eat in class, but I will.
Oh.